Welcome, dear students, to this new class. I hope you are, I hope you are doing very well, and I give you the best for this class. The first thing that I need to do is okay. I'm gonna show you some diapositives to let's start the class. Please let me show you. Okay. For this class, we have the topic past perfect tense. Okay. So the objectives for this class that you will be able to recognize the past perfect, so that you don't misunderstanding, that you will be able to have a good pronunciation similar to the native speakers and use in a correct way the past perfect tense. Okay. And you will be able to elaborate sentences with the past perfect without errors. To start the class, we are going to do the warm-up activity. That is, you need to write in 3 small of piece of papers. You need to write 3 things about yourself, but one needs to be false. For example, you need to write, I'm very very happy. I'm using a white shirt, and the false is I have an airplane in my house. Okay, but you don't need to exaggerate, because if otherwise it will be easy to guess what is the false sentence. Okay, so when you have write the 3 sentences about you, and also with the false one, this is an activity in pairs. So your partner also will write 3 sentences about themselves, and you need to guess what is the false. Okay, this activity is to motivate the students to pay attention, and also to gain more energy to begin the class, because sometimes the stress turn to be very danger in the attention of the students. So with this activity, I hope that the students wake up and put attention in the topic. Okay. Okay, the next thing that I going to do with the students is we have a reading, and I need one student pass in front and read it aloud for all the class. The reading is the following. I had a great weekend last weekend. On Friday, I went to a bar with my friends. I ate a delicious hamburgers, French fries. I entered a pool tournament, and I played really well. I won the tournament and won 50 euro. I was very happy. I met new people from Germany, and they showed me a popular drink in Germany that is similar to a Bloody Mary. On Saturday, I was a bit tired. I stayed in bed until 11 o'clock in the morning, and then I had a nice brunch. I ate toast with tomatoes and mushrooms, and I drank coffee. I went out and walked around the town where I live with my girlfriend. We went to the supermarket and bought a lot of vegetables. My bag were heavy, and we walked home up the hill. My girlfriend made lasagna for dinner, and we watched a movie. On Sunday, I woke up late again. I had a very lazy weekend. I had a nice brunch again, beans on toast this time. We went to a nice hotel and used their spa facilities. I went swimming, but the water in the jacuzzi was too hot, so I didn't use the jacuzzi. I love reading a book beside the swimming pool. I spent about 4 hours there. When I arrived home, I called my friend on WhatsApp and we talked for 1 hour. I had a great weekend. Okay, the past perfect tense is, to continue with the topic, is the past of the auxiliary verb have plus the past part of the main verb. We're dealing with two events that took place in the past, but one before the other, not simultaneously. We have an image with an example. To form the past perfect tense, we need to put had plus past participle. But when do we use past perfect tense? The past perfect takes place before another past action. For example, we have here, I noticed that had left his book behind. I noticed is the past action, and he had is the past perfect. As we said before, the past perfect tense is about two events that took place in the past, but one is before the other, not simultaneously, okay? For example, another example that I mentioned here is with the same, I noticed that I had left my computer in the room, okay? So, now I'm gonna show you some short video. This is the video. Let me share you with you the past perfect, and I need that you put attention and write in your notebook the most important ideas, okay? Let's begin. Wait to share sound. Okay.
How was your date last night, Jake?
It turned out okay, but I had some problems along the way.
Why? What happened?
It started when I was getting ready to meet Anne. After I had brushed my teeth, I used some mouthwash to make sure my breath would be extra fresh. At first, I was fine, though it was a strong taste. But the taste got more intense as I rinsed my teeth, and my mouth felt like it was on fire. Then I looked at the bottle I had used. I realized I had rinsed my mouth with aftershave instead of mouthwash. The mouthwash and aftershave bottles were right next to each other. I quickly rinsed my mouth and used the mouthwash from the right bottle this time.
You must have been pretty distracted to make that kind of mistake. Did everything else go okay?
Unfortunately, no. I went to get dressed and realized I had left my best shirt in the washer. I had meant to put it in the dryer before I started getting ready. I went to get it from the washer, but my mother had already put it in the dryer. I was relieved until I took it out. The shirt had shrunk.
Oh no. Did you find something else to wear?
I was running short on time, so I threw on a different shirt and ran out the door. I got to the restaurant in the nick of time. I sat at a table to wait for Anne to arrive. After I had waited for a few minutes, I realized I had put my shirt on inside out. This had never happened to me before last night. I went to the bathroom to fix it. When I came back, a waiter had given my table to someone else. I told a server what had happened, but he said I would have to wait for another table. After about 10 minutes, I told them that I had waited long enough. They finally gave me a new table, apologizing that they had made a mistake.
Did Anne show up?
No, I began to get frustrated. I had been sitting at the table for about 15 minutes when Anne called me. She sounded upset. She said that she had waited for me for over 20 minutes. She had left the restaurant and was in her car, about to go home.
How come you never saw her?
I asked her where she had sat at Taqueria Loca, and she sounded surprised. She had been at Taqueria San Jose. Since I already had a table, I told her to come to Taqueria Loca.
Then Anne made it to the restaurant, right?
Yes, she did. After 10 minutes had passed, Anne finally showed up. When I saw her, I felt the wait had been worth it. We stayed at the restaurant for a long time, eating and talking.
Did you have much in common?
Yes, we did. It turns out she had listened to most of the same music I did when I was a teenager. She had even played on a basketball team just like me.
Great minds think alike. I'm glad the rest of the night went smoothly.
Not exactly.
Oh no. Did something else go wrong?
After we had eaten, I went to the men's room. When I looked at myself in the mirror, I saw that I had several large pieces of cilantro in my teeth. They had been there the whole time I was talking to her. I was so embarrassed.
That's not a big deal. People get stuff in their teeth all the time.
Yeah, but that's not all. I made the biggest mistake of the night when we were in the parking lot. She leaned towards me and I thought she wanted me to kiss her. I leaned in to kiss her and hit her head really hard. She told me that my car keys had started to slip out of my jacket pocket, so she had only meant to reach for them.
That is bad. How embarrassing. On the bright side, at least you got to meet her. Are you going to see her again?
Yes, tonight. Oh, that reminds me, I have to go. I had bought a new shirt and I left it at the dry cleaners. I better go get it.
I hope you have better luck tonight.
Thanks.
Past perfect. The formula for past perfect is had plus past participle or the third form of the verb. We use the past perfect to express a past action finished before another action in the past.
When I came back, a waiter had given my table to someone else. I asked her where she had sat at Taqueria Loca. After 10 minutes had passed, Anne finally showed up. I went to get the shirt from the washer, but my mother had already put it in the dryer. I had meant to put it in the dryer before I started getting ready.
We also use the past perfect to show that something happened before a specific time in the past.
This had never happened to me before last night. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Okay, that's it. As we see in the video, we have a conversation about two friends and what happened with one of them last night when he had a date with a girl. Okay, in that story, we can see about the past perfect tense, and in the final of the video, we also have some examples about the past perfect tense. Okay, so now I'm going to show you again the diapositives to continue the class. Okay. I'm going to give you more keys for the past perfect. This tense is used in order to talk about an event which has taken place before a certain time in the past. This can describe an action that occurred in the past that is related to another action that occurred in the past after the first action. Example, I had driven to Pittsburgh before driving to Detroit. Or another example, I had walked to the center before a walk to the school. And also, this can describe two non-continuous actions that occur in sequence. For example, I had driven to Florida and boarded a cruise 2 days later. The past perfect is formed by combining had with the past participle of the main verb. To form positive sentence, we need to put in practice this rule: subject plus had plus past participle. For example, she had finished the test. For the negative sentence, subject plus had or not hadn't plus past participle. She hadn't finished the test. And for the question form, we had plus subject plus past participle. Had she finished the test? How to use the past perfect tense? The past perfect tense is used to describe an action finished before another past action, as I said before. To describe an action that happened before a specific time in the past, we can say the last night, in the afternoon. We have an example. Christine had never been to an opera before last night. Also, to describe cause and effect, combined with past simple. Here we have, I got stuck in traffic because there had been an accident. Or to emphasize the result of activity in the past. I had been to London twice by the time I got a job in New York. We have some exercise to do with the students. Here, this sentence, as a teacher, I write in the whiteboard, and then the students need to see the difference. And when I turned on TV, the program started. When I turned on TV, the program had started. So here we have the correct one is the second, because we say that the past perfect is finished when an action finished before another past action. So as we can see here, when I turn on the TV, the program had started. We also have another exercise. When I turn on TV, the program started. When I turn on the TV, the program has started. In this, the students will be need to respond correctly, and also if they don't do it in a correct way, we correct to the students that will be answered with the right answer. Also, we use the perfect, the past perfect for a past action before another past action or even an event. When you were born, the internet has already been invented. When you were born is past action, and the internet has been invented is the past perfect, and when you were born is the simple past. Okay, so we here see the rule, how is the past perfect tense form. As we see, the simple past is in the center and the past perfect is to the left. So the rule is subject plus had plus past participle. Here we have as some a worksheet that I'm going to give to the students, and they need to match the numbers with the letters. For example, I was very tired, and they need to they need to find in this column the right answer. For example, we have I didn't want to go to the movies with my friends. We see in this column A, B, C, D, E that is because I had seen the film already. Okay. For example, they offer me muffins. Muffins is food, right? So we see in the right column is the answer will be the letter C, but I wasn't hungry because I had just eaten lunch. And for example, I was very tired is as I hadn't slept well for several days. Okay, so if the students need to do this, and it's a very easy exercise. Okay, then they need to put in pairs, and we have a dialogue. They need to read it with their pairs to practice their pronunciation and see how it is used the past perfect tense. Peter, hey Sarah, how are you today? I'm fine, how are you? I'm okay, I'm a bit tired. Are you working a lot, Peter? Yes, my company is very busy at the moment. We are working on a new project for Google. It is very exciting. Oh, wow, that is exciting. Where are you working now? I'm working in the software development department. It is a lot of work and the hours are long, but I really enjoy my job. What about you? Where are you working now? That is great. I'm working with Microsoft. It is a lot of work too, but my boss is very nice. Cool. And how is Mark? He is great. He's training a lot. He wants to run a marathon. Wow, that's amazing. I am trying to go to the gym more often, but I am a bit lazy. I just don't have the motivation after a long day at work. I know. I can move from the couch when I get home from work. Haha, I know that feeling. Well, it was nice to see you again, Sarah. Let's talk soon. Sarah, yes, definitely. Bye. With this, we already finish our class. So I hope my students put attention and enjoy the class. So that's it. Thank you very much.